What is it about creativity that keeps some folks active long after the factory has set aside their tools and the shift has changed and others have retired? Perhaps it is that simple urge to make something that keeps tugging them back, telling them to keep busy and stay alive. For some, life is no brief candle, but a blazing torch. Stanley Chappell has a profile chiseled with age, a face Charles Dickens might have dreamed up, Ebenezer Scrooge on the day after. For most of this century, he has hunched over musical podiums, pouncing on notes like a bird of prey, exhorting and chortling, keeping time with a tuneless mutter. He has been teaching for so long, 2 of his first students are now grandparents. But his music still soars over Seattle on avenues of sunlit dust.
Well, as well, I've always said, you know, that if you're creative, you'll never grow old up here. You may grow old, you'll never get old there, but you'll get old in the back, like me. Age doesn't mean a thing to a creative person. I've been conducting certain Beethoven symphonies for years. I still find something new that I'd never noticed before in the symphony. I think, my Lord, fancy not seeing that before, you nut.
Stanley began conducting 67 years ago.
And I remember going home and saying to Mum and Dad, I'm going to become a conductor. And my dad, who knew nothing about music or symphony, or a bus conductor? I said, no, Dad, a symphony conductor. Oh, what is that? So I had to explain. And then, of course, quite rightly, he said, can you earn your living at it? I said, I don't know and I don't care.
Well, he did. And he worked with the greats.
Lenny Bernstein?
There is hardly a major orchestra he has not conducted. But this is the most unique.
Shh! No, don't talk so much, please.
A symphony of senior citizens. Some of these players have not performed in public for 40 years. For 7 seasons, Stanley has lifted them gently to the harmony he seeks. Des Farrell had been laid off from Lockheed. Lowell Kinslow had given up a career in jazz. Stanley held them aloft with music.
But I don't know if you're a boy or a girl, are you? Oh, you don't know. Oh, well, that's too bad. You'll find out one day. Come on, then. There you are.
Stanley knows something about loneliness.
Moist meals. Aha.
His own wife of 55 years died 2 years ago. Music is life's spirit. And for Stanley, it is all he has. He has no children. On a Sunday afternoon, his musicians emeritus gather to show what they have learned. In the world of conducting, Stanley Chappell stands like a giant snowman who cares little for calendars. He has managed to retain the joy of life by pulling it from others. For today, Bob Dotson, NBC News, Seattle.